Hey guys, it's Shaneri, and I'm here just actually prepping some dinner and wanted to give you guys a little video on how I make my greens. I make them as simple as possible. So here you'll see a bunch of dandelion greens, and this may not be something you're used to or have seen before, but dandelion greens are from the sunflower plants. Plant species and are a great source of vitamin K, which is good for strengthening your bones and fighting Alzheimer's. It's got 100%, 112% of your daily requirement for vitamin A, which is, of course, good for skin, eyes, and your mucous membranes. It's super high in fiber. It also has calcium, iron, B6, vitamin C, potassium, manganese, folate, magnesium, phosphorus, copper. So the point is, if you can find dandelion greens, and I admit in New York City it might be easier to find than in other places, but if you can find them, try them out. I will warn you, they are a little bitter, and I will get to how I sort of manage that bitter taste in just a second. Over here, we have collard greens. So everybody knows collard greens. Most of the time, people only have collard greens when it comes to, Southern food, and they're cooked really long and slow with some kind of meat for extra flavor. I actually don't cook my collard greens like that at all. Mostly because when you cook them that long, they tend to lose the majority of their nutrients. Like you cook them all out. So when I cook my greens, regardless of what green it is, whether it's the dandelion greens or the collard greens or it's kale or it's spinach or whatever kind of leafy green it is, I actually don't cook them very long. I do a very quick saute or I steam them or something like that. So these are my sort of accompaniments for my greens. So here you have some grated ginger. Here you have a bunch of garlic. And then obviously you have your olive oil, which you can also use coconut oil, and sometimes I do. And here I have some coconut aminos. And coconut aminos are sort of like, they give the flavor of soy sauce, but without the soy, obviously. And they have less sodium than you would find in soy sauce. So a couple dashes of this, and it will hide the bitter flavor of the dandelion greens. So what I'm likely going to do is mix a little collard greens with a little dandelion greens with the ginger and the garlic and the olive oil and the coconut aminos. And there's two bunches of collard greens here and there's two bunches of dandelion greens here. So even though they will cook down, there will still be plenty of greens for the next couple of days. That's it. If you guys have any questions about any of this stuff that I just said, feel free to drop it in the comments box and I will get back to you shortly. And that's it. Have a good rest of your evening. Eat your greens.